Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today looking at the Ship Showdown 2020 event, as well as updates to points of interest in the game that are coming, force reactions that will be in Alpha 3.11, the next major patch, knocking your character around, also updated problem solving for errors in the game now. Ship Showdown! So the Ship Showdown is upon us again. This is a community-driven ship popularity contest. There are 3 phases. Community Call is the first one, which ends September 7th, and judges the most popular ships by community creations and posts. If you want to get involved, make a video, piece of art, or something else interesting on your favourite ship, add the hashtag SC Ship Showdown. The 16 flyable ships with the most activity will make it into the Ship Showdown finals, which is then a voting stage to see sort of like who has the most popular ship, with the winner being crowned on the 24th of September, and typically the top 4 ships being the sort of like winners in general. So there are 10 MISC prospectors as prizes during phase 1. They will be going to creators of especially outstanding submissions, and once they kick off phase 2, the bracket for the top 16, you're going to get a 2-week free flight event. So I'm assuming that's at the same time as that sort of top 16 ships get revealed, which would be on the 9th of September to the 23rd of September. So I'm hoping we get a free fly with all 16 of the most popular ships. That's what it looks like. So yeah, community basically decide what ships are going to be available for the free fly. And last year we saw some special skins for the top 4 ships in the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo as well. So that's the event typically at the end of November. Also, it's very possible that we will see a sale or something for those top ships at the end of September, in my opinion. That sort of looks sensible. Also, we are moving into the territory of where they wanted to have CitizenCon this year, which is the 10th of October. Obviously, CitizenCon is cancelled, but they are planning to do some form of in-game event or celebration or something. So this could also potentially be a little bit part of that, although obviously ends a few weeks before that starts. I would expect to see something around the 10th of October is what I'm seeing, and this could be to do with it in some way. The only issue I see from the Ship Showdown is that it's very likely that the same ships are going to be winning again this year that won last year, or at least a lot of the same ones. So the top 4 being the Caterpillar, Cutlass Black, and Reclaimer, as well as the Hammerhead, with the Caterpillar being crowned king of the most popular fireable ships in game. But there are a few more ships in game this time, so maybe I'm going to be wrong, and obviously the top 16 are likely to be very different, and sort of voting on what we want to, at this stage at least, actually free fly. So that should be pretty cool. Inside Star Citizen this week was Cooking with Gas, and it looked at spacescaping and force reactions. Gas clouds and spacescaping isn't just about making points of interest look better, it's also about improving the areas between them, and the journey sort of needs to be enjoyable and look great as well as the actual little individual area and point of interest that you're in. So they're adding depth to the Stanton system with outposts and stations there. They can spawn interesting gas clouds with a set of derelicts or asteroids and all this sort of stuff. It doesn't appear that this sort of technique of adding gas clouds and nebula and stuff like that to areas at the moment is procedurally generated at all. It doesn't look like it can be used on the fly to generate a one-off space station or a new area, sort of like for missions or whatever. But maybe eventually that would be sort of lead into something like that. They're created very much by an artist at the moment. There's a set of tools for their quick manufacture though. Light pushing through gas clouds will give extra depth and tint to the sort of light. You'll be able to see the light sort of semi-penetrating that sort of gas. They have massive gas clouds as well as little pockets of gas clouds within them as well. So the massive parent cloud and lots of little children within it as well. So the child cloud VDBs, volume database files, which contain volumetric data to simulate clouds or similar effects, and areas of interest are where we're going to be spending most of our time when visiting a point of interest or doing a mission. So the larger parent is there to give background, texture, context, as well as something interesting to look at when quantum traveling, and sort of like it might house a lot of these smaller child clouds, but for an example of scale as well, the child clouds are sort of maybe a size of a moon at the moment, sort of like that, and the parents are much more massive, even more so than like Crusader being an absolutely massive planet, obviously a placeholder planet at the moment. But yeah, those parent gas clouds can be huge. You could probably scale them up all the way to sort of like the same size as a whole system if you wanted to. Force reactions add shakes, twitches, and getting thrown around and sort of stuns into the mix. What getting shot at is going to obviously cause your view to shake like it does at the moment, and your character to react, and they're sort of improving this and adding a lot more to it. So in 3.11 there are going to be a load of updates to force reactions. We're going to see full knockdowns, but also our reactions more appropriate when our ship gets hit as well, stumbles, that sort of stuff. They've got a theme park testing area where they're able to test and dial in all these reactions too. Twitch reactions have you sort of reacting a certain way when you get hit by a projectile, and this is going to vary based on what you're hit with, how far it is from you, where you get hit. A high-powered rifle at close range is really going to knock your view around. An automatic weapon at long range might knock it around a little bit, but much more often if you're getting hit a lot. Shotguns will knock players down if they get a close range shot in. A rocket or explosion will knock you around with some force. If a grenade goes off pretty next to you, you're going to get knocked onto the floor. And obviously you have to get back up if you are indeed still alive. And in the future, I believe the idea is that you might be knocked over and bleeding out, or knocked over and stunned, or quite badly injured or whatever. So this is going to sort of move into injury and medical gameplay as well in the future. They're sort of looking at the animations for getting knocked over in general and falling from great heights. They want that to look smooth and not clunky. Grenades and shotguns are going to be a lot more useful. It seems now as well, but getting knocked around is like an extra effect from them. Grenades and explosions will shake your camera, even if you're quite far away from them. When on ships, your character is going to react to G-forces and the ship's movement when it's flying around. So if you're standing around, not in a seat, you run the risk of getting knocked over or going flying. If you take an impact quickly, you're not in a seat, bam, you just fly around. I actually really like that. We've wanted that for quite a while. Beyond Alpha 3.11, they're going to keep on improving and iterating force reactions, so I'm very much looking forward to what they have in the future. Obviously, jump seats, sitting down on your ship will be sensible now, so that's a good idea. The support.worldspaceindustriescom site has seen updated error and problem solving articles, so it's got a much better breakdown of individual errors, what they mean, how to potentially fix them in a bit more detail. So if you are getting a regular issue, check that out. I'll link it down below. And that's it for today for the Star Citizen news and a little bit of a summary. Are you going to be getting involved with the Ship Showdown 2020? What's your favourite ship? Will the potential of getting knocked around in your ship make you more likely to take a seat? Or are you going to still be running around? If I wasn't in a chair, there must be purpose to me running around anyway. Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For August, it's for a Mercury Star Runner, the sort of hybrid data running cargo ship that's supposed to be live and flyable in Alpha 3.11. To be in for a chance of winning that, all you need to do is comment on any of my Star Citizen videos made during August 2020. If you want to further support my channel, then consider becoming a YouTube member via the join button. This will also get you some exclusive content and insight each month. Also, if you're looking for a VPN, I shill for NordVPN. It's a mega affordable and effective solution for added security, privacy, and internet accessibility. Follow the link below in the description for a discount. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the verse.